Hey, welcome back. Let's talk about Slay Your Day, Mastering Resilience in the Modern World. And I am so excited to share our newest segment right here on Radio Medium called Resilience at Work. It's a 7-part series with my special guest expert, who is also a keynote speaker, a life and career coach, and a best-selling author of Resilience at Work, How to Coach Yourself into a Thriving Future. Welcome, SimonTBailey.
Thank you so much, Laura Lee. So good to be with you.
It's always a pleasure. Could you please share why it's important to be resilient in our chaotic world?
No matter how you show up in the world, being resilient is understanding how to bend and not break, how to bounce back better, or what I really learned at a beach and talking to surfers, this ability to pop back up. So no matter what the headlines of the day may be, you realize that life is not a remote control. You have the ability to change the channel on your television by getting back up and being your most resilient self.
I love it. And if you could define resilience for us and also its impact on our personal work life.
So we asked 1,000 working Americans to define resilience, and some of the feedback, Laura, that they gave us was this ability to persevere, have grit, and problem solving. So when you think about that in the context of your personal journey, this ability to persevere, something just happened or something didn't work out, how do you see the good in the bad? How do you find the yes and a no world? How do you be a plus instead of a minus? In your professional world, it gives you the self-confidence to solve a problem. And you're like, wait a minute, I can do this instead of I can't do this.
I like that because there is always a solution.
Yes.
So if you could break resilience down into components, what would that look like for each and every one of us?
The first thing, if you're going to be on this resilience journey, how you start the day determines the day. So take your meds. And meds is an acronym that means meditate, exercise, diet, and sleep. Because what you want to think about is how do you create internal alignment, which creates external execution. That's where you want to start.
Perfect. My students are going to say, you did this to us on purpose and brought Simon on. I always talk about those things. Those are the basics, like non-negotiables in life, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So could you give us an exercise or tip where somebody could get started with resilience?
Awesome. I love this question. So everyone listening to us, take out a sheet of paper, or you can do it on your phone. Set your timer to 30 seconds and write down and capture everything that's right about you. Because so many times we focus on what's wrong instead of what's right. At the end of 30 seconds, stop and zoom out. And listen, when you go through this exercise, it's not about the quantity of what you capture, it's the quality of what you capture. And then step back and say, okay, how do I operationalize this to my life? Whatever you wrote down, because that's what's right about you.
That's beautiful. I like that. What would you say is the big takeaway for our listeners since we're so limited on time?
Oh my goodness. So here's the big takeaway. Life is like surfing in the ocean. You'll get knocked off your surfboard, but it's your resilience that allows you to get back on the surfboard, and it's your brilliance that allows you to catch the next wave. So choosing to be resilient no matter what is to say, you know what? I am worthy of catching the next wave of opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us, Simon. We have another segment coming up that I'd like to share with our audience so they can stay tuned in. Hustle without the hassle, thriving in a 24/7 world. And before we leave, Simon, could you tell everybody where they can get their copy of Resilience at Work, How to Coach Yourself into a Thriving Future?
Certainly, you can go to Amazon.com. Obviously, you just put in Resilience at Work or my name, SimonTBailey, and the book will pop up.
Wonderful. It's been a pleasure. And if you like this segment, subscribe, and don't forget you can also tune into your spirit over at the radio medium Laura Lee podcast on your favorite forum. And we'll see you next time.